Greetings, fellow citizens. This is Citizen Kong, and welcome to another Fez Night. Tonight's Fez Night shall be entitled... let me start over again. Greetings, fellow citizens. This is Citizen Kong, and welcome to another Fez Night. Tonight's Fez Night shall be called Hey Hey Fez Fez. There we go. And we're off to a roaring start. Hey, during this Fez, I'll be drinking Trader Joe's Bay Blend coffee, which I ground the beans fresh this morning, and I'm drinking it black with no sugar. Cheers. Yeah, I hope y'all had a great week. Mine was okay. All right, let's get started. Well, if you folks have watched Fez Night before, folks that are fans of Fez Night, I don't know why. My hair's bothering me. Seems a bit poofier on this side. Ooh, you and your hair. That's what I get for having the monitor where I can look at myself. I'll try to look into the lens a little bit more. Hello. All right. So, yeah, where was I? Let me give a shout out to Monk. Monk for Monk's Castle. He announced the winners of his contest. Even though not all of us own several dummies or figures or anything anyway, but Barfly and I, we entered the contest even though we didn't fit the parameters, but we did it just to show our support for Monk. All right. But people who did follow the parameters and used dummies was Nigel Cromwell, even though he didn't make the video special for the contest. So I don't know why you got second place. Frank of the Mountain got grand prize. And really good utilization of the dummies, and a very interesting idea of a lost Beatles recording. Some of you are not familiar with the parameters. Briefly, it all had to center on the Angry Dummy. Had to be a tribute to him. Excuse me. Had to use puppets or figurines, or basically ventriloquist dummy figures. Sometimes people call them. It had to include a Beatles song. Did I say that? So let's see. Yeah. There were other details. Too many damn rules, Monk. I think you kept a lot of people from entering because the parameters are so tight. But anyways, hey, thanks for having a contest. It was great. Oh, and by the way, Monk sent me this cool shirt. Knowing that I'm an Anglophile, look, it's got a beef feeder. And it's got a London theme here. I haven't unwrapped it or washed it yet, but usually I wash shirts before I put them on. But very cool. Thank you. Thank you, Monk. And, let's see. So let's see the winners. Grand prize was Frank of the Mountain. First place went to Timmy 113, also known as Cyber 9 Rounder 1. Third place went to me, Citizen Kong, and fourth place went to Barfly Brooks. But as I said, Barfly and I, Scott, we didn't exactly fit the parameters. But anyway, all right. So yeah. Bonnie said it was rigged. Oh, and by the way, I watched the video with Timmy this morning, where he said that they could take the prize and shove it up their ass or something like that. Oh, Cyber 9 Rounder. You know, as far as YouTubers go, what do you think of a person that blocks all the comments? Or now I know he allows comments now, but as soon as you say anything he doesn't like, he blocks you. He takes his videos down frequently. It's almost like he regrets putting it up, or he says things that are violations of terms of service, but he only puts them up for a few people to see them, and then he takes them down so he can sort of, skate by, He's probably avoided getting suspended many, many times because of that policy of sort of ducking up, saying something rude, and then pulling it away, and then hiding it back. Oh, by the way, he calls Fez Night the dead skunk. Oh. So I think he means that my show stinks. Well, hey, anybody that thinks it's time that I stink and I quit, let me know. I'll quit doing Fez Night. And I'll just troll the channels, okay? Let's see. Yeah. What a good sport you are, Tim. Timmy. Yeah, he says that he can out-hate his haters. On one hand, he says, "Oh, I only came here not to, I only attack people that attack me." And yet, he's so good at hate. He's very good at it. And then, on one hand, he thinks everything is a joke and funny, not to be taken seriously. And then, yet, he makes a video like, "I'm to be taken seriously, don't mess with me." He's kind of bipolar that way, isn't he? He's like fighting for good on YouTube. He's like this vigilante on YouTube to try to clear out all the people that he thinks are undesirable. Somehow he thinks he's better than all the rest of us. And yet, he is actually, with his methods and what he does and says, he's no better than the rest of us. Come on. All right. So anyway, that was my dig at Timmy. And Monk said that he said that my video that I submitted to the contest was in violation because it was a hate video on somebody else. Oh, well, so be it. That was my muse. That's how I felt inspired. I didn't have my dummy, so I presented a substitute. A substitute dummy. All right, did I cover Monk's contest enough? I think I did. So I assume prize will be going out. I assume my shirt is a consolation prize. Thank you. And so that's it for any of you that cared about the contest. I want to give a shout out to Gino the Hitman. Thanks for dropping by my channel and for being such a good friend and supporter. Like I said in the beginning, Gino is one of the internet tough guys, like the guy just lives and breathes macho, and former Marine, and he chooses to be my friend, and likewise, I always get amused at sort of this nerdish, nebbish kind of. Nebbish is like a Yiddish word for kind of being a nerd, a little meek, mild person. Chooses me for a friend. That's great, Yeah. Thanks, Gino. And as far as your nephew Clevo, even though he was talking shit about me and he apparently didn't know anything about me, I'll give him a pass because he's your nephew. Not that I could do anything. I could just say, I don't like that Clevo. Clevo, what's up with your eyes, man? Dude, no wonder he used to hide. He used to tip his fedora down. You never see his face. Man, that guy's eyes are like he's blazed, man. All right. Am I done with shout-outs? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, a few of you kind of liked when I talked about film. I do enjoy film. I'm by no means any expert. I'm weak on the foreign films. I've watched probably more French films than anything else, mainly because you can see women getting their kit off. And I like the French style. French have a great style. So do Italians. I also was a real fan of Italian science fiction movies, and I can't think of any right now offhand the titles. But Italian science fiction movies have this amazing style. The Italians just have such a style. Everything from their, Alfa Romeo cars, Vespa scooters, to the clothing and the shoes. And in filmmaking, so when they do a science fiction film, the spaceships and the uniforms are just really, I just really love the look. So French films. I have watched a couple German films. Somebody asked me about, I think it was From Under the Rock, about Werner Herzog and Klaus Kinski. I've only seen Klaus Kinski do cameos in an American film, and I took an interest in him. Mainly, I learned about him because because he's the father of Natasha Kinski, if I believe. Oh, who was in Cat People? Oh man, I wish she did more films. God, she was fine. She was fit. All right. So anyway, yeah, The Tin Drum is probably the only German film that I remember. I did enjoy I think it was a French-German collaboration. And once again, the title escapes me, but it was really cool. It was about somehow some sort of futuristic world, and it was sort of done with a sort of dark humor sort of thing. But it was a situation in the future where there's a meat shortage, and I want to say it was called The Butcher Shop or something. I don't know. But anyway, there's a meat shortage, and the local butcher, basically, there's cannibalism going on. I thought it had a very interesting look and feel to it. Yeah, so anyway, I have seen some foreign films. I'm weak on Asian films. I've only probably seen one or two Japanese films.